Faced by Facchetti. Oh, it's not a bad ball for Pelé on the right side. It's Carlos Alberto. And what a great goal that was!
The nonchalant roll of the ball into the path of Carlos Alberto to fire home. The iconic goal by the iconic team in the final of the iconic tournament. However, it was Pelé's goals rather than assists that would launch him and Brazilian football into the popular imagination. A world record 1,279 in 1,363 matches. Pelé broke records from the start. He was just 17 when he became the youngest player to appear in a World Cup. He scored 2 goals in the final of that 1958 tournament as Brazil defeated host nation Sweden. He remains the youngest player ever to win football's biggest prize. Born in Minas Gerais in 1940, Edson Arantes do Nascimento grew up in Bauru and acquired the nickname Pelé during his school days. One theory is that he was teased because he mispronounced the name of a goalkeeper called Pelé. However, not even the man himself was ever certain how the nickname came about. In 1956, Pelé moved across São Paulo state to try out for Santos and shortly afterwards signed a professional contract, making his debut aged 15. His early successes for both club and country would see him courted by Europe's wealthiest clubs. In 1961, the then president of Brazil, Jânio Quadros, declared Pelé an official national treasure to prevent a transfer overseas. He played for Santos for 19 seasons, becoming the club's top goalscorer and appearance maker. Despite a career spent predominantly in São Paulo, it was Rio's Maracanã Stadium which would see 2 of Pelé's greatest individual moments. The 1961 goal against Fluminense, which began from the edge of his own penalty area, a moment not caught on camera but considered so good by those in attendance that a plaque was unveiled to the most beautiful goal in the history of the Maracanã. In 1969, he scored his 1000th professional goal at the stadium, a penalty against Vasco da Gama. However, it is the 1970 World Cup in Mexico which will live longest in the memory and the imagination, Pelé starring in a Brazilian squad widely considered the best in history. Ironically, for a player renowned for scoring goals, Pelé is perhaps best remembered in this tournament for his near misses. The attempt from the halfway line against Czechoslovakia and the header that produced a wonder save from England's Gordon Banks. Brazil defeated Italy in the final, yet another record gone. Pelé remains the only player to have won 3 World Cups. He retired from Brazilian club football in 1974, but returned to full-time competitive football with the New York Cosmos. He helped increase the appeal of the sport in the US and paved the way for other top professionals to play in America. After retiring from the game in 1977, Pelé remained an ambassador for his sport and his country. Wherever there was a celebration of football, Pelé gave freely of his time, gracious, smiling, as happy to be there as those who had come to see him, to see the first footballer who became a truly global superstar, and whose immense talent left fellow professionals looking beyond earthly boundaries for comparison.
Edson is the person who carried Pelé, who suffered, the person who really, have a problem because they think Pelé is idol, Pelé is a god, they didn't have problem. But Edson have problem, have family, I think it's completely different.
Will Pelé ever retire?
Pelé never died.
I'll get that little piece of dandruff off.